Hey everybody, this is Matt Tabacco from SmokinTabacco.com. I am here with Justin at the Battleground Cigars. It's more of a tent than a booth.
Yeah, we've gone with this vibe now, the last 4 or 5 years. It just seems to really pop, catches everybody's attention. You know, when you first walk in, you're like, huh, that's actually a tent. So it's funny dealing with all the flame retardant and all that stuff, but it's a great draw for the product. Being a Civil War themed cigar company, it's just been great for us.
Yeah, it's a really cool display. You guys have the old barrels here with the cigars on it. Let's take a walk inside the tent, and we'll check this out a little bit. So tell me about the Alabama Raider. I see this one's right here in the middle.
Yeah, so this is named after Commander Raphael Sims. This is a new cigar that we brought out. We used to have the Commander on a cigar a few years back. You know, we eventually, it's now a new product. So the band went away. We brought it back. It's a Dominican Habano, medium-bodied cigar. It comes in a standard Solomon size, about 6.5 inches long to 56 ring gauge, usually when it spreads out there and down the end. Perfect medium-bodied cigar. We're actually hoping it's going to turn into one of our best sellers. So we've had a great reviews so far from a few guys, and hopefully we knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I really like that size. That's a really cool size on a cigar. It's one of my favorites, so I'm really interested to try that. Now, I mentioned you guys showcase generals from both sides.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
All right. So yeah, no bias. So with being a Civil War company, you know, we do have generals from both North and South. We try to have 5 and 5 on each. So you know, it's part of our history. You know, I'm a firm believer, being a veteran too, that it's, you know, it's hard to erase the history. If you do it, you're almost bound to repeat it again. So you know, the best we can do is just learn from it. But that's not really what we're about. We have different tobaccos from different countries. You know, we use Dominican, Nicaraguan. We have some Honduran tobacco, Connecticut tobacco, the shade and broadleaf. So just across the board, the complexity of our product is really what just makes us unique. Being 21 years again in the business, you know, so I love it. It's great stuff. We also have a line called the Old Powder Keg line. You know, it's a little bit separate off of the general line, but at the same time, it still gives a different complexity of away from the generals. So, yes, sir.
It's a really cool vibe you have here. I love the theme. Real old school Americana.
I'm a history buff too, so when I first started with the company 6 years ago, this was just great. I mean, this also, again, being a veteran, learning a lot more about the Civil War history and all that stuff. I make frequent trips to Gettysburg, try to keep up with my knowledge a little bit more, so hopefully I can have a backstory with some of the generals as well. So,
well, yeah, Justin, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I didn't realize you were a veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate your service to the country.
Appreciate you guys stopping in too, just giving a look and checking out the vibe. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. Guys, we'll catch you later.